Good morning. I hope everyone's well today. Thank you for watching as always. Reform UK's biggest mistake, in my view, was after the 2024 general election, and it culminated around February or March 2025. In that period, in just over or just under a year, Reform UK went through a transformation, and they called it professionalising the party, quote unquote. This was the biggest slap in the face to activists and the grassroots, and we felt it profoundly in our local branch in Runcorn and Helsby. Everybody became a glorified leaflet chopper and nothing more. The people that started Reform UK, I think it was in 2021, when it transitioned from the Brexit Party, were essentially cast aside after spending 2 or 3 years of their life building and trying to organise locally for the higher ups. When Farage, McMurdoch, Tice, Lowe, and Lee Anderson were the five MPs in 2024, the decision was taken to essentially parachute in professionals to actually take over running the political party. This is not the way to do it. This is not the way to keep your grassroots happy, because when you ever turn up for an event after that, all you have to do is deliver leaflets and nothing else. What's happening with Restore Britain, and I can speak from personal experience in my branch, is that there's a very different approach that's developing here in the north of England, and I am sharing this in the hope that it's going to be all over the country. I don't know if it is, but this is the way that we're doing it. We're actually assigning people to where their work experience is. If people have experience in logistics, they become a lead in logistics. If somebody's got skills on the phone, they become helpful to get the message out and try to recruit more people, either getting people to attend events or by getting more people to join Restore Britain as a whole. If you've got people that are into data protection, well, there's your lead for your data controller at your branch. And then you look at other things like, is the local members that have skills that they can utilise? They can't volunteer, but do they own a security company? Do they know people that will volunteer for security at your events? This is what we seem to be doing in our local branch, and it's very, very empowering because you're tailoring each particular job to people's needs. Everybody feels involved and everybody feels included. And more importantly, you get to upskill people who have got these particular skills or want to learn these particular skills. So each event, each day of action becomes a learning curve, and it's trial by fire, trial and error, and each time you get better and you get better. So when you've been doing it for 3 or 4 years continuously, you suddenly, by the time they come to professionalise the party, well, you're professionals, you're all professionals, you all know exactly what you're doing, and there's no need to replace you who's going to do half the work for twice the money because they're actually going to get paid for it. There's no need to do any of that because you've lived it, you've breathed it for 4 or 5 years, you know exactly what you're doing. This was Reform's mistake. They were not doing this from day one as a political party. They waited for success to come knocking on their door. When they won the seats at the general election, they decided to professionalise. Restore Britain is taking a different approach. What they are actually doing is utilising the talent in the grassroots because there's no party infrastructure at this point. It's a brand new political party. This is the smart play, and you reward the dedication and the loyalty of the support base that you're growing through the volunteer network and building communications with other branches. You reward that in the long term. This is my advice. Do not wait for the higher ups at Restore Britain to give you guidance and advice on how to do things, because that will come in time. In the meantime, build your branch the way that you need to make it work for you and your local people in your constituency. Restore Britain has said they are going to be very much about local empowerment and getting regular people into politics. This is the way to do it, by utilising grassroots networks. So when it comes to the next general election, there's only one choice, and we all know that choice is Restore. If you think I'm making some good points, make me aware. If you think this was Reform UK's biggest mistake, you make me aware. Like and subscribe, do all of that great stuff, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for your time.